Hello and welcome to the deep dive and a behind the scenes how the College of Engineering Asynchronous Conversion course has been created. This course has been created by a small team of instructional designers at the California State University, Long Beach. And the duration of the project, the team count was reduced from 5 to 2. Therefore, myself and one fellow ID practically designed the entire course. And there was a quick deadline in place. So there's nothing like a good challenge. In this video, we will begin by reviewing the outcomes, the instructional design process, reviewing both the design and the learning theories that went into the design choices. And finally, we will see a live demo of the course. There are a total of 3 outcomes you should be aware of as we navigate through this video. 1. Identify the process taken by the instructional design team in order to build out this asynchronous training course. 2. Explain the design theories and learning theories the instructional designers used to create this course. And 3. Outline what the learner will be able to accomplish at the completion of this training. So let's go ahead and take a look at the instructional design process that went into creating this course. First, the design lead consulted with the dean at the College of Engineering to determine the need for the course. Next, the design lead developed an outline template to support the team's process. Collaboratively, the ID team created course learning outcomes based on the needs of the client. Once the CLOs were determined, the team utilized the backwards design model. Each team member then identified their module topic, module learning objectives, assessments, practice activities, and content. Afterward, the design lead determined if there were any corrections needed in the outline. Next, the team officially began their builds in the learning management system. For this specific project, we built it out in Canvas. Once each designer confirmed their module is built, a quality assurance review was administered. Subsequently, we implemented and launched the course to our learners. As each learner completed the course, we provided a survey at the end to evaluate the course, a formative evaluation, if you will. This was necessary for any further improvements. To professionally create this course, the instructional designers needed to have a background in PowerPoint, Camtasia, Adobe Stock, Canvas LMS, Dreamweaver, a MacBook, a second monitor, and proficient usage in our project management software, Microsoft Teams. Further, it was necessary the IDs were sufficient in having a background knowledge about quality matters, which sets international benchmarks for evaluating the design of online and blended courses. Further, IDs were expected to be sufficient in e-learning video experience, design learning theories and adult learning theories, the ability to manipulate both HTML and CSS code, and finally, has the experience both as an instructor and learner for online learning. Every professional instructional designer must have a background in design theory to effectively create a course. This course was designed using the backwards design theory and the success of approximation model, also known as SAM. And using the backwards design theory, we created the course learning outcomes first. Next, we determined the module learning outcomes, addressing course versus module learning outcomes, and a hierarchy is vital to the success of this design theory. Once the outcomes were set in stone, we were then able to create assessments and assignments accordingly. Further, SAM was implemented by gathering data necessary during the consultation. Next, the course outline was prototyped and reviewed. Finally, we were able to develop, implement, and then evaluate the course. Most importantly, this was treated and still is treated as an iterative process, constantly tweaking and improving the design and development. Today, we're still making changes and alterations based on the evaluations we are getting back from the faculty members who are taking the course. There are many different types of learning theories that play a major role in coloring a course. In this particular course, you will notice constructivism. Content was created for learners to be active rather than passive. Further, problem-based learning had been utilized. Learners are presented with a checklist that they must pass. They must solve this by utilizing the content in the course. Next, you will notice an adult learning theory called andragogy. This asynchronous course, learners must be self-directed and goal-oriented. Hands-on experience is also available. The learners start with a pre-test before moving into the content, where they will encounter knowledge checks, low-stake quizzes, and finally post-evaluations. Now, let's go ahead and have a display of what this course looks like. And just a warning, if you're not a regular Canvas LMS user, this may look a little foreign to you, but go ahead and join us for the journey. Alright, so here we are inside our live course. This is the College of Engineering course Conversion Training. You see here we're on the home page, and the home page is a tab menu that I coded. You can see this is our Getting Started page. We have a welcome message and a course description. Now we'll switch tabs to the Navigating this course. Another tab, Course Materials Required, Tech, Course Policies, ATS Services, and finally the course FAQs. I just wanted to point out that we are in the student view, so you are seeing exactly what the learner sees. Here we are in our course FAQs. These are each drop-down menus inside this tab. The next most important part for us to know where to navigate is through the modules. The modules is where the learner will actually go through the content. We have a total of 5 modules, and this is the overview of the modules. You can see all the different types of the content that you will find within these 5 modules. Each module has a naming convention, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, and each has an overview and a to-do list page. So let's go ahead and get into module 1.1, overview and to-do list page. You can see that there's a paragraph describing it. There's the module learning outcomes, and you can see it notifies what they're aligned to. And finally, the module to-do list. We will now select Next. This page here has been coded to display a video. And this particular video will be taking our learners through the course readiness checklist so that they understand what the checklist is that they are actually working towards in this video. When you hit the Next button, you'll see that we have an attachment. Here is the checklist that our learners will be trying to meet by the end of this course. And here is an annotated rubric. Now you can see practice activity, and finally you'll see a quiz in this module. So every single day, as you can see, as a description here. And at times they come in at different orders than this. So that doesn't always follow the same pattern. When we hit Next, it takes us straight into the next module. This is our module 2, Overview and To-Do List, which follows a very similar format. We can see the alignment within the learning objectives to the course learning objectives. And of course, it's on each one. Next, you'll see a page that has been created for another video. This video is the various modes of instruction. And now you can see a page created. This page has been coded in order to display information to the learner. And at the end of it, you can see it says, how did the modes of instruction and checklist connect? Because a designer here is always intending for the learner to be able to connect the knowledge. Here we see another quiz, and you can see it's a different order this time. We now see the practice activity, and when you hit Next, now we're in module 3 for the overview and to-do lists. We have another page that's been created to display information. You can see that there are attachments that can be downloaded on this page when you hit download. You see this takes you to Bloom's taxonomy. I can navigate back and hit Next, and I'm now in a quiz. You can see that I already took this quiz as a student, so you'll see what it looks like for student feedback. And now here's the concept of alignment. This is another page that's been coded to display information and a quiz. So you can see the quizzes and the pages are still in a different order. Thank you very much for your time in watching this video. And I hope this builds your interest in the builds that we've done at Cal State University Long Beach. We appreciate you and wish you a great day.